Oh, okay. It's the living room disco.
Oh, brilliant. It's
You
very
love this
sort of
one.
Sophie Ellis Bextor. She used to be online every day. Of course, I wasn't joining in. Sort of lames and could even be sequin or metallics anyway. Bronze, silver, iridescent. So shall I pick one of these?
Living room disco. Did you try any living room disco this
No,
year?
probably in the 70s.
Yeah.
No, you know, Studio 54. Not quite New York. Smart casual workwear. It's a contradiction, isn't it? Well, that's the two.
A living room disco.
My God, who goes to discos for a job? Sophie Ellis Bextor.
Give her
There we are.
eyes
Branding,
closed.
smart casual.
Da-da-da-da. Well, it's still the
What
same
did you
result.
Well, yeah, well, that's going to be perfect, actually. But
Yes.
where you should look is at the back of the shop, and I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
that's
much.
brilliant. And got that just that small amount of pink, and then the contrast of the gold.
So this could have gone with
Yeah.
any of the lames. Actually, with that one,
And it's got a little bit of blue iridescence
It's more
to it,
like
because
a-
this is very iridescent.
bohemian
And once
disco.
that's on there, Studio 54, Warhol, 1972. Oh wait, Bianca Jagger on a horse, making an entrance. Crystals are lovely colours as well with this, with the sort of blush of pink.
You can always have it without the option of the sleeve.
There we go. But this is a wonderful French, pure silk, chiffon, lame, metallic.
I actually
And that's a great colour, isn't it, for living room disco?
Nice peach.
But then what would you
Nice
do
and
for your
relaxed.
trim? It could be a blue tone or two colour trim.
I wanted to go with this blue first, but I
yeah,
couldn't find.
it's a turquoise blue, yeah. Because this is even younger still, I think. Yeah. That's as an option for this shade. Could be wonderful. But it's so exciting, isn't it? This one is disco.
Like, I'm not the biggest disco person, so I
No.
would probably opt for something like that if
And it
somebody
keeps
did.
you fit. It's almost like an alternative gym. Just-
Or complete matte sequence, actually.
yeah, that's amazing. And beautiful colour blue. Quite a tiny sequin, so it's well covered. It's a micro sequin.
Micro sequin.
Yeah.
Probably for a jacket it would work pretty good,
Yeah,
actually.
much more than the dress because it's a little bit stiff. That's the
Yeah.
danger. But this is all lovely and soft, apart from the fitted. Super.
Well, you want a little bit of flow. I think it was such a gloomy period that
Well, I think it cheered
a little bit
everyone
of
up.
soft,
Nightlife
delicate
and,
color is what we want in life now.
and which will return.
Life is going to return.
Let's go. There you are for a birthday party. Why not? For a garden party even in the
Garden
evening.
party, yeah.
Glamorous. And it's the living room disco we're back to. Smart casual workwear. It's certainly casual denim, but dressy denim, you know.
Dressy
smart.
denim.
And it's a disco.
It's definitely a disco.
And that's a
That's
lovely
really good,
blue with
actually.
a fleck of gold in there and
This
silver.
I love. And
And
it's
you've got the option of a double face. And then we've got this amazing panel, which of course you can mix with more plain.
oh yeah, I brought some studs for it.
Oh, that's
That's
great.
a bit too much.
Do you know?
Too yellow.
People can put their own studs in and for the finish of the overlays and the pocket closures. Smart casual workwear. Maybe a potter, maybe
potter.
somebody doing painting and decorating.
It looks very
Living
artsy in a
room
way.
disco.
The
She's-
tent dress.
It is, and I think fullness, and maybe slightly higher, you know, like a working smock.
Working smart. But you know what I was thinking about? The lockdown babies. When you have to go back to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be a little bit
Maternity.
of maternity's here.
That's working, isn't it? Hard work.
It's been a whole year, so you don't know what's
yeah,
coming
actually,
out of it.
you know, yeah, I do know people who are now pregnant.
Yeah.
Another option in our panel, the possibility.
The
This is with more
unlimited
beading and
possibilities.
sequin and pearl.
You have to be more of a
Quite glamorous.
frou-frou person to love
Definitely.
this
The other one's a little bit more wearable.
one. Yeah, I think these
And I
colors
love
kind
the
of
orange.
just
I love the
go.
burnt orange, that's sort of soft.
And then you do have
And
these
it's open
see-through
work.
panels, which kind of reduces the length of it. It's So this one was actually very unexpected. I didn't know you had such denim collection.
We do have a vast denim collection. We have things like sort of blue with Lurex as well, and reversible. With a little bit of flecks of gold.
It's just perfect, even if you have a white shirt and then you have like your denim type of jacket. But then with a white linen dress or what else? Just a white shirt and jeans.
Denim is timeless, really, isn't it? It's about
We're in
1849.
1849.
The Great Gold Rush.
Yes. Well,
So
they have
the
captured
song,
the
you
gold
see.
in here.
There's a great song called Clementine, and it's a gold miner's daughter. And it mentions, oh my darling Clementine, 1849. And that's when it was, the gold rush. And you think, wow, that song.
And shortly after 1849, 1850s, when they figured out the sewing machine.
That's it. So both, you know,
And
came along
women.
at once. And a chap called Mr. Levi was the first guy, and he's still there with his 101s and 151s and different shapes, but all sort of workwear, fabulous, timeless, and some of them are in museums, of course. Very, very expensive.
That's what they were talking about. It's sort of, you mix the sequins with t-shirts and baseball caps and flat shoes and so on.
And also it's very hard wearing and breathable because cotton's cotton, you know.
And it's forgiving if you wear.
And that triple seam, that fantastic seam he did on the denim, so it lasts and lasts and takes the knocks and doesn't burst on your side, which is you don't want. Dungarees are lovely still.
Yeah, jumpsuits were in for the past 2-3 years, I would say, and then you can change into dungarees.
I love that shape, and I love what you've done. Maybe this could be softer for a man, maybe slightly looser.
Yeah.
You can still dance to the radio.
This is radio. You wouldn't actually see the boogie moves at all
No.
under this one, because you just
No, he's
you'd
probably got
have to
his
go
head
the
under a car or something with a
unless
jack.
you do the neck thing.
Yeah, that one.
Whatever way
Yeah,
it goes.
Chuck Berry, the duck walk.
Yeah.
Gone like a cruise.